Hello friends, I hope you're doing well. In today's video I'm going to share with you my shade garden. So in front of us, these are some Clarence Heucheras or Corbel I recently planted, and these ones in front of us, they're from proven winners. I'll put the exact type on the screen for you. And then this one is a Lowe's brand, all Clarence plant. So this area is mainly shade, but we do get some sun here, but it's mainly shade. And these in front of us, these are also Corbels from proven winners. So the idea behind this is to just create all Heuchera here of different colors. So you can say I'm collecting Heucheras or Corbels. And I need more rocks from the garden store. I go to this special landscape company and I get the rocks. But I'm probably not going to do it until next year spring. The season is almost over, but I definitely got the plants in the ground. So I'm going to start the tow from this end all the way over. And let me show you this tree. It's large, okay? It's a large tree. Can't even go all the way up to the top. There you go. It's very, very large. So there's a lot of shade over here. And when we purchased this house, believe it or not, I'm not sure if this naturally grew here, but this fern was right in here. I was like very pleased by it because I like to see ferns coming out of the crack of the tree. Very nice. All right. And I'm gonna do my best to put the exact type of hosta on the screen for you. I'm not sure which kind they are, but I'll try my best to give you the exact kind. So I call this the Woodland Lane Shade Garden because if you look at it, it looks like a lane. And then in front of us we have this beautiful fern. This was also Clarence plant from Lowe's, I think, last year. I think this bed is maybe 2 years old. And here we have another hosta. And then we have one here tucked in between here. And with your hostas, they are such hardy plants. They multiply easily. So this is a plant that when spring comes, you could dig out the root. It's easy to dig it out springtime, and you can replant in different areas and you can get more. So if you have hosta, don't go buying any more hosta, because you can get more hosta in the spring. But now it's not a good time to divide them because then you're gonna ruin all this foliage. So wait until spring when there's just the knob of the roots coming out of the ground. And this one, I know, this one I planted this year from roots. This one is a blue hosta. Not sure why it's called blue hosta because it's not even blue looking. And I put this one in this pot here, this beautiful pot. And I reused the trunk of a tree that we had to cut down to give it some height. And then here we have another hosta. It's beautiful. And then I tucked a Coleus in here just to give it some color. Look how beautiful it is. And then here we have an iris. This was the yellow brown color iris. It bloomed earlier in late spring. If I have a picture, I'll insert it for you so you can see what the blooms look like. It was such a beautiful color. And then we have more hosta. The hosta do bloom flowers, but I cut them off already. And when they bloom, they're so beautiful. They give you this purple color. And then this one I just tucked in a pot here. And let's take a moment to enjoy this guy. This guy is huge. It's so large. Look at it. It's beautiful. And if you know which variety these are, just let me know the timestamp below and let me know what you think the type of hosta it is. But as I said before, I'll try to get the name for you. And this one I recently planted. This here was a Clarence vine too. It's doing very well. Very nice. And this one I transplanted too. And here, this is a Solomon seal. I got this up the road. A neighbor who has a beautiful garden, she had like a plant yard sale and I purchased that from her. And I have this over in the other end, so I just divided it and I brought some over here. And let's take a moment to enjoy this plant. This plant is very, I would say, it's unusual. It's called Black Stocking. I'm gonna put the name on the screen for you, and if I have any pictures, I'll leave it a picture for you. But it bloomed this purple bloom in the spring. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Meadow, that's the name, Meadow. Let me know if you have a meadow or you ever seen a meadow. And it's supposed to be black hair. Normally it's black all the way down, so maybe this is changing now, but in the spring it's completely, the stems are black in the spring. But this is the meadow, and it loves the shade. I had it in the sun and I had to transplant it over here. And I like the butterflies just to give it some whimsical touch here. And here we have, this is a columbine. A couple of weeks ago I was driving home and the lady up the street had some fruit plants, and this was in here, and I took it and I'm trying to nurse it. Hopefully the roots are established in the ground and it will come back strong next year. It's not doing too bad compared to what it looks like. And then here we have another fern. We have another hosta, more hosta. I have a lot of hosta over here. And then here is a Solomon seal. This blooms beautiful little white blooms in the spring. And this one, I forget what this one is called, but this one is such a small hosta. That's the smallest it gets. It's really dainty and cute. Let's take a moment to appreciate this large hosta. And you may be wondering, why is this one has color here? Believe it or not, I put two hosta together. I put two of them together. That's why you're seeing color here. I thought that was cute. I just combined it. And this one is the blue one, like the other one I planted from the root in spring. And I'm not sure why it's not blue, but that's why it's called blue hosta. And here we have another iris. More hosta. And here's this beautiful fern. This was a clearance plant also, believe it or not. Here's another beautiful hosta. And here's another pot. I did the same thing as I did to the right side, to the left side. I elevated it with some tree stump, and just to give it some height behind here. And this pot stays out in the winter. It's winter resistant, which is good. And I leave the hosta in there and they come right back up. And here's another fern. This is a clearance plant I planted too. And take a moment to enjoy this combination, the two hosta with some color from the Coleus. Isn't this pretty? It's so gorgeous, beautiful. And tucked in behind here is another hosta. So let me know if you have any of these in your garden. Which ones are your favorite? Which ones you want to get in your collection? So I do collect hosta also. I just love hosta. And make sure with your hosta they stay in the shade. Okay, if you put these in the sun, they will fry and they will dry up and they will die on you and they will not look good at all. So they need to stay in the shade, okay? So let me give you an overview of what this area looks like. So here we are. So that's the lane. So I'm looking for other shade plants I can put in between here, but I think I'm very picky with my shade plants. I don't know why. Maybe I just love hosta. Maybe that's what it is. I just love hosta and corbel. But I'm hoping to probably get some tulip that can take the shade and put some in between for spring. But we'll see, because most tulip needs sun. So I'll see if I could get any that requires or will do well in just shade. Alright, so all these rocks are supposed to go all the way there, and I have more rocks lined all the way down there. Alright friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for being here. And let me know, what is your favorite shade plant? All right, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.